Hey, Michael, this is Steven. I spoke to you earlier today. I work with Virtuous SEO marketing company down here in Fayetteville, just outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Talk to you about improving your online presence, which you guys are doing really good so far. But I did see some big opportunity when I was looking at your site. I just want to go over three keys here to really rank you on all fronts here. And those three, we call them the three pillars of SEO. It's content, citations, and backlinks. And so I'll go ahead and get right into it. The first thing I want to go over is content, which you guys are doing really good on. Content is anything on your homepage here. It's the text and even the pictures, just everything on here. Google likes to see, and generally speaking, between 1,000 and 1,500 words of content on a homepage. That gives you plenty of opportunity to add these buyer intent keywords that people are searching for and key phrases when they're looking for services. And most of the time, they're location based. I've got a tool that I use here called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool for SEO, very, very powerful SEO tool. And in the past 30 days, your site was found for 211 keywords, which is excellent. And it was clicked on 461 times. Now, the top spot in Raleigh for fencing is Seegers. And so now they were found for 89 words in the past 30 days, and they don't have too many more clicks past you for their Raleigh location, right? But what I did notice is when I was looking, they're number one in Raleigh, so they're getting most of the traffic for Raleigh, and you're down on the bottom of the first page in Raleigh. You're doing really good in Durham, but you could really boost your Raleigh ranking. And if you were to pass them in Raleigh, you could possibly almost double your clicks, maybe about 800 900 clicks, because you could overtake that number one spot. And there is a way to do that, but content is the first thing. Like, I know that they are very heavy on their Raleigh keywords. They're very heavy. As you can see, it says position 2, but they're really position 1. It's weird like that. For all the Raleigh terms, they're in that top position. And you guys are, for the Raleigh fence, you're like position 10. So you're down there. So if you could boost up, you would get a lot of that traffic for that Raleigh location. And so, for example, if they have those key Raleigh words on those key Raleigh keyword phrases on their site, each one, if they had it on like 3 or 4 times, we'd want to put it on your site more than that, like 5 or 6 times. And like I said, content isn't just the text, but it's also the pictures. But what they're saved as is what's important, because you could actually save these pictures as keywords. And when Google searches these sites, they don't see, the pictures that how we see them. They see what they're saved as. So that's a little trick that you can do there to actually put more keywords on there. So I did want to go over that. So that's content, and then citations. Now, citations, I'm bringing up a search page here for reference. So, Fence Company Raleigh is the number one search, it's the highest search term for fencing in Raleigh. First thing that's going to come up, and there you've got an ad here. And good CEO will, you won't even have to deal with ads. But for citations, I want to talk about this map pack right here. This has everything to do with your Google business profile. In citations, there's several factors that will get you ranked in here, but the main driver are citations. The citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on an online directory such as Yelp or Angie or whitepages.com. There's a ton of them. And the more you have of those, the more trust you actually build with Google, and they'll put you in the map pack, or you can eventually get up in this map pack. So I have a tool that will actually show me what and how many citations each of these businesses has. So, for example, if Raleigh Fence Builders LLC has 250 citations, we'd want 300 or 350. You'd want to beat them out, just like with those keywords. And generally speaking, businesses that are in this map pack here have at least 150 citations, usually more. So that is citations. Next, when you go under the map pack, this is your organic Google search results. And so this is the number one term, like I said. So Seagars is number one, and you guys are down here, which really drops. Actually, you're on the second. So it says you're on the second page. So we have a joke. It says the best place to hide a dead body is the second page of Google, right? Because rarely is anybody going onto that second page. So like I said, you're doing good, but if you could take over this spot as well, you would be doing like about twice as well. Now, for reference, this in this map pack, the people that are searching these, and I'll start from the beginning here. Ads get about 5% or less of clicks for people that are searching this. They're going to click this. So even if they click on it, and I'm sure you guys know this, you're paying for the click. It doesn't matter if they convert or if they just bolt off your landing page. If they're clicking on this, you're paying, and sometimes it's good money because plumbing is a very um, uh, competitive industry. But this right here, combined, these three take up about 45% of clicks. That for people that are searching for this term, about 45% are clicking on one of these. Now, this number one spot is getting about 40% alone. Backlinks are the main driver here, right? So first you have to have the foundation, which are all the keywords, and you want them as more than your competition. Then after that, what drives, once you're found and they pull you up, what depends on your ranking are the backlinks and the quality of the backlinks. So a backlink is essentially another website on the internet that has a link that when clicked, it leads to your site. So Google uses this to actually to gauge where to rank you on this list, either whether to push you up or push you down, because all backlinks are not created equal. So, and it all depends on the site, the website that's actually linking back to you. So if that site that's linking back to you is relevant to your industry, if it's got high authority and trust with Google, if it gets a lot of traffic, a lot of views, it's ranked high, the more favorably Google's going to look upon you. And if you have the more of those backlinks, those types of backlinks that you have, Google's just going to continue to push you up in the rankings. But the opposite is also true. If you have too many backlinks from what we call them spam sites, and they're sites with low to no relevance to your industry, it has like no authority or trust with Google, doesn't get a lot of views, gets no traffic. It's on page like 10, down there. If you have too many of those, Google will actually push you down in the rankings. So I want to revisit this tool that I showed you earlier, where I was showing you this search area. I'd like to concentrate on this backlink profile. So you have a good amount of backlinks right now. 439 is pretty good. The top competition, you may even have more than them. Let's see. Yeah, they only have 23. So they're getting a lot of power from their home site because they're multi-state. But with enough quality backlinks, you can still pass them up because they only have 23 backlinks. But we can go into their backlinks and see what backlinks they're getting, where they're getting them from, and what if they're all pushing power. We want to reach out and get backlinks from them, and it's probably a lot of internal linking. But we can also look at your profile. And what we can do is we can look at the top 3 to 5 competitors in the Raleigh market, look at all their backlinks, and go out, find the ones that they're getting from sites that are passing authority to them and ranking them in Google High. And we can go out and acquire backlinks from those same websites. And not only that, after you match that, it does take time to acquire those. We month after month, you go out and acquire other links, backlinks from other highly authoritative sites, and month after month, you just continue to just acquire these links, and eventually, you would actually pass them up in the Raleigh market if we target those keywords, and you could almost double your traffic, seriously. So I know this went a little long, but I thought it was important. I hope you've That's all I really have. If you'd like to talk about it more, you can give me a call. If you found value with this, you can give me a call, 910-551-2006, or you can just reply to the email, or you can implement it yourself, or if you have a marketing department, you can give them this information as well. That's fine. But either way, I appreciate your time, and have a good day. Bye-bye.